Running a Fever, Episode 58. The Crucial Time of Every Diet.
Hi, I'm Michael Davis. I have lost 70 pounds and become a health enthusiast. You can call me a health nut if you want. I won't take offense at that. Fitness enthusiast, all at the age of 52. Lowered my blood pressure. Life is so much better now. This is Running a Fever, a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. And I am currently walking around Lake Fayetteville. And you know how many steps am I? Well, probably just a couple hundred. What happened is I usually charge my fitness watch while I'm in the shower, and I guess I got out of the shower and just forgot to put it back on. So step count's going to be kind of low today. It is an unbelievable 70 something, almost 80 degrees out here today. Howdy. Unbelievable because it has been freezing. Not anymore. So the first time since I started this podcast and started working out back in November, I'm wearing a t-shirt with nothing over it or under it, just a t-shirt. Howdy. I'm just gonna have to adjust to this. I'm gonna have to get used to wearing clothes that are appropriate. Still got the sweatpants on, but gonna have to find some shorts, and anybody that doesn't like it's just gonna have to deal with it. So that's Fashion Report. Addendum, I'm wearing the Thorlo socks that are supposed to be running socks. I do think they have a little bit, slightly more padding than the hiking socks. Maybe the kind of shoes I'm wearing. But I wore the hiking socks on the run the other day and they were just fine. But these do feel like there's a little more padding. I guess that's the difference. I think I prefer them. The thing is they only come in one color combination. White with sort of blue-gray patches. This is one of those days when, it's one of those weeks really when I could use some of those 72-hour days I always dream about. So much to do. It's early today, so I'm hoping, early, it's not quite 4 o'clock yet. If there's not a lot of people on the trail in this weather, that's probably why. But it's not that early. So far, traffic's fairly light. But I have passed or been passed by, met or been passed by several, like 4 people already. It is maybe not busy, maybe not so light. Weighed in at 213 pounds today. So that means I've gained 2 or 3 days in a row. Earlier this week I was 209. And the reason is I've been trying to push my caloric intake up, and I've been eating 12, 13, sometimes 1,400 calories in an effort to try to do that. And still working out. I'm doing generally 2 laps around the building at work every hour, and really not having a lot of trouble with my knee, at least not today. So far. Knock on a tree, I'll stop and knock on a tree, just knock on wood. And I realized that this morning when I was walking around that tomorrow is weigh-in day. Weigh-in for the sort of maintenance tracking, biometrics tracking checkpoint that we're doing at work. So I'll weigh in tomorrow, get my blood pressure and see if it really is as low as it was earlier this week, and see what my weight is doing. So because it's been several days of upticks in my weight, I am about to tell you the diet department report. Actually, before we go there, let's go back to why I may have, a possible reason why I forgot. Put on the fitness watch. Howdy. I have, so the last couple of nights, like I said, I really could use some 72-hour days this week. All those things that I want to do and need to do. But I've been getting about 5 hours sleep the last couple nights, and it's not really enough. And I looked up a study by the National Institutes of Health. It's pretty, there are plenty of benefits to getting a good night's sleep. Psychologically, mentally, but here is a key one that I had not thought about. They did a study, and it's a pretty serious study. Over 600,000 participants, and I believe it was mostly children. I think it was children, because they were trying to find out if a lack of sleep or short sleep periods, I think is how they worded it, led to weight loss, or were a risk factor for future weight loss. And turns out that it is a strong risk factor for future weight gain. I'm sorry, I probably said weight loss, but weight gain, obesity. And one of the benefits of getting a good night's sleep is you're more alert. I was not as alert as I should be this morning. So I'll stride over to the diet department, head for the information desk, and here's what's going on. First of all, let's go ahead and just end the anticipation that I'm sure you're feeling after I mentioned spinach and smoothies last time. I did try it last night. 1 cup of spinach in my blueberry, strawberry, cranberry, no cranberries, just blueberry, strawberry, and banana smoothie. And of course some Greek yogurt and a little, like a couple of ice cubes, not a whole lot. Everything was frozen pretty much, except for the juice and yogurt. So it was already pretty cold. And it came out it was thicker than usual. Maybe because there was more. I think last time I made those, I used a banana that was not even refrigerated. It was just kind of sitting out. And it tastes good. Just like the dietitian said, the banana was the strongest flavor there. You don't think that. Just eating a banana doesn't really, I don't know if it has a strong flavor, but I guess it does. So I got at least 1 cup of vegetables yesterday. Still not eating a lot of vegetables, but I got 1 cup, so I wanted to start off kind of small and see how that worked, and so I may increase that, and I may actually try beets now, because beets are another very nutritious food that I do have a recipe for a smoothie that contains beets. Some of these that contain more vegetables and less fruit also include a spoonful of honey, which is a good sort of natural sweetener. Still a lot of calories, a lot of energy there. But I think it's offset by when you have fruit, that's the same thing. It's natural sugar. Honey's a little bit different, but still not processed, which is the important thing. And maybe I'll explain more about that chemistry when I learn more about it. A pretty good pace going today. It's one of those days where I kind of feel like I'm in a hurry, even though I have really plenty of time. There's some things that I didn't get to do today, still need to do. Just errands. And we got some serious sun going on here. I've had several people sign up for the biometrics tracking program, and it's a good sign. I think the word is getting around, because I'm not sending out a bunch of spam, but people keep signing up. We've got 21 people. I think last week we only had 18. It's only 3 people, but 3 people without any sort of additional emails or anything. And it's just in my building, so I think that's pretty good, and I've also told people they can just stop by. I don't have to sign up. The signing up just gives you a reminder every week on your calendar. Something I do when I'm out here walking aggravates my back problem or my arm problem. And if I'm feeling good the rest of the day, you know, I don't take anything for it, so I always wind up halfway through out here and having to deal with it. And I haven't been doing this medical department still. I haven't been doing the inversion on a regular basis. It feels good though, so I'm motivated to do it. But I probably should get in a routine of doing that, like before supper or something. I don't feel like in the morning, because I've been laying flat all night, I don't know that it would do that much good in the morning, but in the afternoon, when I've been compressing my spine all day, it makes more sense. So diet department, I'm eating lighter today because of the recent weight gain. I've got about 700 calories so far today. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Beautiful day, huh?
Yes.
Traffic's picking up here. So 700 calories. And I've got theoretically 2 more meals to go. So I think anything over 1,200 calories right now is not very good on most days. It's really hard to do this and make these small adjustments. It really is. Because what do you do when you need to eat, 60 calories less, but you don't want to go way less? What do you leave out? What do you put in, you know? So this is going to be the hardest part, I think, of this whole process. And you can avoid it by not losing weight as fast as I did. Completely avoid this problem. This is the time when diets go wrong, when exercise and whole health plans go wrong. Because this part is so difficult. If you've lost a lot of weight quickly, and it's so tempting to do so once you're in that groove of losing weight, wouldn't it be great if I could lose another 10, another 20, whatever, 5? You know, for me, I wanted to lose 100. Still kind of do from where I started, but I'm not in any hurry to really do that. But it's okay if I come down a little bit from where I am now, because I'm really almost 10 pounds from where I want to be. But I need to make small adjustments again. I don't want to just starve myself for a couple of days. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. So I got to find a way to get about 400 more calories today. And no more, no less. Last night, can't remember what I had for dinner last night, but it's in a similar situation. You always have a certain number of calories. And if you're just wanting to lose as much as possible, you don't really worry about that. You just worry about having too much. You're not worried about having too little. It's very windy today. So what can I do? 400 calories is not a lot. Had chili for lunch. You know, I don't really want to have that for dinner almost ever. Smoothie's about 200 calories. I could just have a shake, 190 calories. This is the kind of process I'm going through on a daily basis, especially late in the day. You know what? I can have a 200 calorie salad. I can do that. Got a small piece of chicken I can cut up with it. 200 calorie salad, 200 calorie smoothie, boom. Robert is your mother's brother. One of my errands today was going to the grocery store again, because I am fortunate enough to be having dinner with some friends at my house this weekend, or Friday, which I love. This is important to my mental and emotional, psychological health. It's very important to my well-being. And it's something that really doesn't come naturally to me. But it's growing on me. I finally like it. As an introvert, I'm not really one to throw parties. I've never been really successful doing that, even though I'd wanted to. But for just 2 or 3 people, I can do that. Pretty much any group that'll fit around a small kitchen table or a reasonably medium-sized kitchen table. And for 2 or 3 hours, I can be hospitable. It doesn't wear me out or anything, and it's really good. So we're doing that. One thing about being on a specific or restrictive or a diet that you have to actually be concerned about is this kind of situation, and I still haven't figured it out. Because other people just want some good food. Now, some of the food that I like that's fitting into my diet isn't necessarily attractive to everybody. But more and more, I'm not really liking beef as much as I used to. And I talked about the beef that I've eaten recently, so that should give you an idea. I think it was episode 40 I was talking about having spaghetti with a beef meat sauce on it when I had some people over. And this weekend I'm gonna cook some burgers, probably, just pretend it's summer, even if it's not. So we'll see how that goes. Which means also I'm gonna have bread, hamburger buns, which will be a shock to my system. And I'm thinking of cooking French fries. My mom used to make these great French fries. Just cut up a potato into strips and fry them in oil. Delicious. Lots of salt. What I wind up doing on these days is eating almost nothing the rest of the day. It's the only way I can keep my calories at a reasonable level. Especially if I'm only able to handle 1,200 calories a day. That may be, I don't know, haven't even calculated French fries. I don't have to eat them necessarily, and I can eat a small portion. I got a feeling it's going to be difficult for me to eat an entire hamburger. So probably, I'm going to say at least 700 calories there. I'm going to probably make smoothies afterwards for everybody. Probably a usual recipe, so I'll have not a full 200 calories. So that doesn't leave me much, because a typical light day for me would be oatmeal for meal number 1, 100 calories. Oatmeal, 100 calories, maybe 120 with the Smart Balance for meal number 1. Meal number 2 would be yogurt, 80 calories, so you've got 210 there. Already got 210. Shake for lunch, 190, so that's 310, 400 right there. Might be able to do it that way, because then in the afternoon I'll have my jerky, 80 calories, 480 plus 800, 1280. Not very good, actually. Almost 1,300. So likely we'll end up cutting one of those out. And I'm just assuming it's going to be 800 calories. Could be more. I mean, I am going to have a hamburger with some mayonnaise on it. Those are the big heavy hitters for calories. I mean, I'm not going to put any cheese or bacon on it or anything like that. Will I have some fries? Probably. And unless I have just a little bit, I don't know, we'll see. Probably a better course of action, and I think I might try this, instead of cutting out one or more meals, is to just have the snacks all day. I'll have my oatmeal, or maybe even just have a couple of eggs in the morning, or a couple of turkey sausage. That may be possible. Skip the oatmeal. A couple of turkey sausage, same amount, either one. And then have yogurt, jerky yogurt, or yogurt jerky. So that would give me over 800 calories. Anyway, I'll let you know how it turns out. Things are going well. I really feel like I worked out today. 78 degrees on my thermometer, so it's a great spring April day. So it was a great day, feeling good. I feel like I did a really good workout. I have definitely still got the fever. I hope you got the fever, and I will talk to you next time.
This is the Padua Podcast Network, PaduaMedia.com.